All right, morning everyone. Bright and early here in Byron, Australia. Um, Having a good day. The food, the meat, the steaks here are amazing. Took some pictures last night of the tomahawk and kangaroo meat. It was awesome. So found a little spot. We got a nice cafe, scenery as we take a look at the price of Bitcoin alongside. I'll be streaming from the meetup tonight, but tonight's meetup is not gonna have a price talk. It's not gonna have a screen share. It's mostly just gonna be fireside chat and a Q&A with those that do come out and see me in Australia. Australia is a pretty big market for me. Out here getting a cup of coffee with a friend. Owen, say hi, man.
Hello all. Welcome to Brunswick Head. Technically we're in, which is 20 minutes north of Byron Bay, the most easterly point of Australia.
No, you came, so you live out here, but you're about to be moving.
Yeah, I am. I'm moving to Asia in a couple of months and I'm very excited. Life's a bit too easy and good here, so I'm going
Awesome.
to go on a new adventure.
And you also came out all the way to Vegas last year for Unconfiscatable.
Yeah, which was awesome. Yeah, Unconfiscatable last year in Vegas. Won't make it this year, unfortunately, but yeah, that was awesome. Such a good speaker lineup last year. Even better this time by the looks of things. And yeah, spent a bit of time hanging out with you guys, so it was good. Thank Bitcoin and not to have been swept away with shitcoinery.
Awesome. What's it been like dealing with the local community at like meetups and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I've been running some meetups around here, targeted mostly for new people. So just the basics. I did a 4-part series, what, why, how, and when of Bitcoin. And I think it was pretty well received and a few people are now getting on board. But it's just like in a lot of places, I suppose, all of the misinformation, the Bcash and SV and fucking Ripple and all this nonsense, trying to get through that and teach people about the real innovation, which is Bitcoin and which is sound money. But yeah, I'm really passionate about it, so it's been fun, good experience doing the meetups, and hopefully I'll do some over in Asia as well once I'm set up there.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we got some admins in the chat that remember you. Zazo says hi.
Hey,
we got Bitcoin motorist Patrick. I don't know, you remember him? Big guy.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember meeting him, but yeah, cool.
And of course, Leah. I don't think she's
Leah.
watching, a little early where she's at.
It is.
But yeah. All right, guys. Let's take a look at the price. All right, cool. Got my microphone. Oh, you attended my workshop as well back here when we were in Sydney, right?
Brisbane workshop.
Brisbane workshop.
A little over a year
ago.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's go look at the charts. I'm actually going to start with the hourly chart. So yesterday when I was doing this video, I'm trying to remember what time I was doing the video. So right now, the current candle is at 2100 hours. So this was 2 hours. So it was a while ago. So if this is 2100, oh, we're pumping again right now. Interesting. And I'm trying to remember when I was doing this video yesterday. It would have been 3 p.m. It was probably a little bit later in the day. Too many time zones, guys. And yesterday's time zone was actually different than my current time zone, even though they're like 20 minutes apart. In any case, I sent out this tweet this morning. I mentioned how the hourly nines have done a decent job catching local short-term tops. And that's a really nice Doji candle right there on an hourly 9. We dropped hard from there, went straight into the 9 buy opportunity off the hourly chart. And the moving averages are holding it up well. Right now, on the hourly chart, it looks like we could rebound a little bit more and then could come into another local top doesn't want to switch. That's unfortunate. The charts. Guess it's my. Oh, here we go. Now that I'm not standing on a beach, I can, make this cleaner. That was my best fit line for the breakout. The 4-hour wise, this daily chart was interesting and unfortunate. I really thought we can get to a 9 on the daily, but we still have about 3 hours to go. This 8-hour this was an 8 candle. It can still be an 8 candle. We have 3 more hours. If we rebound a little bit more, we can still pull off this as an 8 candle, which means that tomorrow's candle can easily be a 9. All it has to do is close above the 5, which, and the current price is there, like ants everywhere around my monitor. I would love to get a 9 on a daily here. We almost had a 9 on a daily right back on January 11th, but it was a price flip candle, and then we went right into another 9 count, and then this count may also break. I personally would like to see us close above the close of the 4, which means we need to close above 8,800. Right now we're at 87.15. So we got to get to 8,800 and close above it. And that could set up a 9 candle tomorrow for a potential top, because that is a 200-day moving average that I do believe Bitcoin should respect. We've also got up pretty far, pretty fast. So you guys know me, I always look for my 30 to 40% corrections. So if we get one of these corrections from the 200-day moving average, oh yeah, that takes us to new lows. So we don't necessarily need that, but I am looking for a correction here. I think the run up from 6,500 up to 9,200 has played the course. I think this is it. That's a pretty big run up. There's decent dating. However, I think this is the local up, and from keep to one more low before the halving. That's how I still see it, unless the market proves to me that I'm wrong. The weekly chart, however, is bullish. There's nothing I can say about that. It is being rejected by the shorter profile. It is pretty bullish chart, but one, I don't like to find are very, very long, and the market may have already been exhausted. In order for me to become a long-term bull, see, this is clearly a higher low, but the only way I know for sure that this is the higher low and the higher low isn't up, the only way I know for sure is if the price rallies close to the prior swing high, which means we have to get above this descending trend line. So until that happens, am I back, guys? Am I back? Lost connection for a second. Let's go back to screen share. Hey, how long did I lose you guys? Choppy connection. Yeah, sorry about that.
Welcome to Australia.
I'm back. Yeah, welcome to Australia. Am I back? How's the audio now? I'm back. Thank you. 2 minutes lost. Oh, wow. All right. That's not good. All right. So what I talked about in the last 2 minutes were, in order for me to become a bull across all time frames, I need to break this line small. I want it to be a little more like, I want to take more time. I want this to break this line as an in some form of a triangle, you know, like preferably an ascending version. And this is a good higher low. Ideally, I'd want this higher low to be closer to the 200-day moving average, 200-week moving average. Sorry about that. And I'm still a little bit very happens in the near future. I still think Bitcoin is going to struggle to break 10,000. Yeah, but come on in and say hi. We're like, you didn't like see me at never, yeah, or at least on the mic. So there you go. So we got someone randomly walking by.
Yeah, you don't have to put me on the camera.
Yeah, somebody randomly walking by recognized me. That happened just yesterday. So yesterday I'm streaming from the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Right by the beach.
Yep.
And a guy is watching the stream, and he's like, "Holy shit, that's right outside my apartment building."
Yeah, yeah.
So he literally comes down.
Yeah.
And like, but he waits for me to finish the stream, and then he's like, "Yo, Tone, I just saw you from upstairs. I just came down."
Awesome, awesome. Oh, well, welcome back to Australia.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I've been seeing you. Yeah, you've gone around. Were you in Bali or?
No, I'm going to Bali next.
Oh, okay.
So I got Sydney, and then I'm going over to Bali.
Yeah, cool.
Also, you're just walking by and saw me?
Just walking by, saw you. Just checked the Bitcoin price, spiked down overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you come to the workshop?
Now, I met Tony at a meetup in Brisbane in. It was a Bitcoin meetup. Yeah, mate. Probably when everything was booming, you know, like late 2017, maybe 18, and with Travel by Bit, you know, those guys up there. And,
they did the meetup.
Alex.
Yep.
Remember Alex?
Yep. Alex.
Yeah. I went to a meetup there. It was.
So you're still hodling?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. I've been through the most depressive 2 years in my life. But no.
Were you around for the other?
No, I wasn't around for the other bear market.
Oh, that
was that
worse,
2013?
14, 15.
Yeah. Actually, I met a guy, that Lucas Cullen. I remember he said to me, remember Lucas? He's a
Lucas from where? I know several Lucas from Germany.
Anyway, but he said,
from Germany?
No, he's Australian.
Australian. Oh, yeah.
But he said that he believed, that I remember talking to him back then. He said, mate, we're going into another bear market. Like, it's just going to be like 2013, whatever. And it's been,
We all hope it wasn't true.
you know, I mean, look, after that massive spike up, something had to give, didn't it? You know what I mean? It couldn't keep going on like that forever. But it's been a tricky. Yeah, I've just been hodling. I can't
through it. Did your dollar cost average on the way down?
I've invested. Yeah. And I've actually got one of these apps that I just every dollar I spend a bit, you know, a little bit goes into it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So actually not Amber, because when I got it, I'll show you when I got it. What I got Amber, bamboo, yeah. So this is just from Spare Change, and it's actually the first time it's been in the green for a long time, like where I'm actually positive. Actually, might not be positive after that spike down, but
Very cool. Yeah, guys. So Australia still haven't figured out how to give people good internet, but they're definitely Bitcoin friendly around here. They're definitely like so many stores accept Lightning. Like it's really amazing. Like the Bitcoin adoption that's happening in Australia.
It's the first time I've been like in the positive, and it's not by much, but I've just every $50. I was doing it a bit more in the Bitcoin.
Unfortunately, you can't withdraw Bitcoin either. So
really?
Yeah,
you gotta be careful with these things, man.
Yeah.
Like when they don't let you withdraw your Bitcoin automatically, these things tend to turn into Ponzi schemes quick. So you gotta find a way to get that money out, man.
I think Amber's better. You can withdraw. Can you withdraw Bitcoin with that?
Do it as a support ticket. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with these apps. I mean, this is how people get scammed. So you gotta get that Bitcoin out. Like even like Coinbase and all the rest. But I'm loving the Bitcoin adoption here in Australia. I guess Rajavir hasn't infiltrated this country yet. Maybe it's a little too far.
Oh, he has. Brisbane. Really? In Brisbane.
It's terrible. There's heaps of big houses around.
In Fortitude Valley, that's where like Hayden Otto is, and he's the Bitcoin Cash man. And but it was like funny, like after that 217, like I often think if they didn't split it into BSV and Bitcoin Cash, then Bitcoin probably would be worth like, I don't know, a bit more today. Do you think? You know what I mean? It'd have more value. It'd be like 15.
If there was never a hard fork,
Yeah.
if there was never a B-Trash hard fork, and there was never a BSV hard fork after that, and all the Bitcoiners were still actually on the same page and on the right page, I would have been a bull of Bitcoin long ago. One of the reasons why I'm a Bitcoin bear is because people are being scammed into fake Bitcoins left and right. And
I mean, what's that shit? Bitcoin Gold? Like, what is that? And it was, I see it was up like 200% the other day. But what does it actually do? You know what I mean?
It doesn't do anything. None of them do anything. And that's the thing. Like, people are getting so confused. People are being sold fake Bitcoins. This is the reason why. I remain very skeptical of the space.
It's diluted.
And Bitcoin would easily be over 20 grand right now if it was all just one Bitcoin. And it's the level, like, I felt way more confident about Bitcoin in the 2014 bear market because everyone was still like getting merchants to accept one Bitcoin. They accept one currency. Oh, and there's also this garbage called Litecoin you can maybe want to use, but at least it was just one Bitcoin. No, this is really bad.
What was bad was it turned toxic, the wars, and I've seen it. Yeah, I see it still, whether Bitcoin Cash is dishing, a Lightning or Bitcoin. It doesn't help anyone, you know what I mean? And so that's been pretty toxic in Australia. So.
All right, let me jump back to screen share.
I've probably got 10 minutes. Oh, what do you got? Actually, I might be going back up the Sunshine Coast. Yeah, what do you got tonight? You got something?
We got a meetup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I should hang around.
Oh yeah, guys, we got a meetup tonight. Let me do a screen share of that.
Let someone take it over.
All right, guys. Let me show you for those of you in this part of Australia.
What do I want to get? What do I want to ask? What more things, right? When? Okay. So.
Let me.
But if we ever did in a full market and it
So here's the meetup for tonight. Here in Byron. So check that out. Please RSVP. The link is on her. To be 100, but so I'll stream and we'll talk about stock markets a little bit more. And come support Unconfiscatable. Owen was there. Really, really enjoyed it. Come to Vegas. And here is Financial Summit. And if you want to support, check out the affiliate page of Vays.com. This is an interesting candle. Let's wait for it to end. I'll bring you a stream a little earlier than this tomorrow morning before I head off to Sydney. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. Oh, sure. All right, no, I got it. Let's do that. All right, guys, lost connection again. Let me take a look at the Australian dollar and the Australian stock market, and then I'll probably take a look at that tomorrow as well with a better internet connection. Oh, here's Apple. Apple's on a 913. Wow. I can't wait to see this thing on Monday. Being to see what's going on Monday. Coffee. Let me take a look at the Australian FX rate real quick. So this is the Australian dollar into US dollars. It looks like it's doing great, but no, it's not doing great at all. So the Australian dollar was doing really well back in 2012. But right now, I mean, enjoying American dollars. Yeah, I get a ridiculous nice discount. The weekly trend starting to have a little bit of life up. Well, you're moving to zoom out quite further up. Man, internet connections. Distance here. And I think the Australian dollar is going to fall further. I know it's fallen a lot, but I don't see much life here yet. Nothing really screaming that it's going to go higher. Daily scale, short term. Short term, it might be looking okay. Oh, look at that top on a 9. Look at that. Right there, look at that. The daily Aussie dollar tops at 0.7 US dollars, and then it just goes down. So this is still in a bearish decline. If the Australian dollar falls below 0.685, I think it's gonna depreciate some more against the dollar. And finally, let's look at the Aussie stock market indices. The Aussie market is, oh wow, it's on fire.
Yeah.
This is the daily chart. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
We're on 9.
Look at that beautiful 9 right there. So I would be out of the Australian stock market going into the weekend. And had a nice little pullback. Hit a 9 buy opportunity, and then look at it, took off to the upside. And people make fun of me for believing in sequential. The low literally comes in on the 9 buy, and off we go. I think the Aussie market's stopping here a little bit. You're looking at a 1 to 4 day correction. And look at that 9 right there as well.
And here.
And right there as well. Right
Why
there.
wasn't I watching this?
Yeah, and you took the class. You should know this stuff. And really cool opportunities for short-term trading. I think the market topped a little bit. Let's look at the weekly chart real quick. This is a short-term top, but remember, see, what you have to realize is, like, the Aussie currency is depreciating. People want to protect themselves by not losing money in holding the Aussie dollars in the bank. So they put them, it is one of the best places for that, because you guys have some export goods. Your mining sector could be doing well. You guys mine gold here, and gold prices have been booming. So clearly the Aussie gold mining stocks are probably what's driving this whole, my best guess is that's what's driving this market. So if you want to protect yourself against the devaluation of your dollar, the stock market is one of the best opportunities. Like during the Zimbabwe hyperinflation, as shitty as their stock market is, it was still the best hedge against the inflation of the Zimbabwe dollar. You put that money in the stock market, and stock markets are going to an all-time high. What the hell did I just press? There we go. Nope, wrong one. Here. Boom, got it.
Yeah, and there's lots of stimulus. People are expecting stimulus in Australia, maybe quantitative easing this year.
So, right, so that explains why the stock market is rising. Yeah. See, the weekly chart is just getting started.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful 9 top right there. Beautiful 9 top pulled us back. But now look at this. This is my, I just talked about it in Cal. So right here, you put in a best fit line, and you can see how this green 2 going up above this green 1 right there, breaking out to new all-time highs. And this market can really go. I think that the daily scale can pull you back for 1 to 4 days. But I think the Aussie stock market can really take off from a weekly perspective.
What about the monthly?
We'll glance at the monthly in a second.
Starting to feel toppy already or not? It's so hard to know.
No, 9 at the top in 2007, and you guys are finally, you know, it's this move right here. This is the weekly chart, and look, you have 1, 2, 3 consistent higher, lower lows. You're continuing to make higher highs, and you have just about to went above its 2007 high, like in 2015 or something, right? Like in 2015, US broke out, and then it's doubled since then. So you guys are so far behind. You heading out?
Thanks.
Thank you. You guys are so far behind the ball. US has already doubled its all-time high. So you guys can like literally rally to 14,000 from 7,000 and still be in line with the US. Plus you have a depreciation. So that should be even a bigger driver into the stock market for speculative purposes to protect yourself against the declining dollar. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Aussie stock market just shoot to the upside. I haven't paid attention to your real estate all that much. Something I should probably look up. But
it slowed down a bit last year, but once the Conservatives were elected again, it's just taking off again. Plus, they're talking about stimulus a lot, and they've cut rates again. We've still got a little bit further to go.
That your run up into 2007, probably due to real estate, was significantly higher than what happened in the U.S. But you guys didn't have a tech bubble. You guys didn't have the bubble of 2000. So you were shielded from the bubble in 2000 completely. But look what happens when you break out to new all-time highs. When in 2004, you broke out in a matter of a few years, okay? I can certainly see that maybe not repeating to this extent, but I do not feel that the Aussie stock market is anywhere near an all-time high, just based on the slow grind it took to get here. Even the US stock market is shooting exponentially. So if the gold market is starting to rise, and there's a demand for gold, there'll be a demand for Australia. I mean, I love it here. I'm surprised more people aren't moving here, even though it's a bit of a nanny state and it's a little bit, you know, like driving down a highway yesterday and I'm like, did I read that sign right? You can be fined for picking up your cell phone while driving because they have cameras on the highway that motion detecting cameras that look into your car to see if you're holding your cell phone in your hand, and you can get automatically fined from those cameras. So it's insane.
Yeah, it's a nanny state. It's getting worse. People seem to welcome it. They're like, oh yeah, just bring in more rules.
But at the same time, I love Brisbane. It's my favorite city in Australia. Sorry, Sydney and Melbourne. Well, I don't think Perth is. I don't think they'll be sorry. But look, I love it. I also, hey, if you are in Brisbane, check out Aquatic Health and Spa. I was there, went to the sauna. I did this 2 days ago. Awesome spot in right in the center of Brisbane. Check that out. I gotta put like a list of my favorite like saunas and stuff around the world. Anyway, so like it's great here. The weather in Brisbane is like San Diego or like LA. It's great. It's great. Look, I don't think you're gonna rally to this kind of exponential extent, but because the U.S. markets are in such a huge run up, if there is a panic out of the U.S. markets, that money has got to move somewhere. And I don't see why that money wouldn't move into the Australian stock market, at least some of it, because of your commodity sector, which could be in a bit of a demand because the real estate demand seems to be happening. I just came from Dubai. They're building up like there's no tomorrow. So there can definitely be a commodity demand coming up in the future. Palladium's been on that here as well. Very rich commodity zone here in Australia. Concerned from a daily perspective, but I would be very bullish the Australian stock market from a weekly perspective right now. So there you go. There's your little recap.
Thank you.
Hopefully that came through nicely on the stream, even though probably should have done this from your place with a more steady internet connection. But all good. All right, guys. All right, guys. I will thank you so much for watching. Check out the conferences. Come out and support. Subscribe. There is a little button there in the corner. And I will see you all on the next one, which will be from the Byron meetup, probably in about 8 hours or so, 7, 8 hours. So we'll stream a little Q&A from there. Thank you for watching, guys, and